Sara Pascoe is one of the UK's very best comics.
They don't do a safety announcement in business class. Somebody just hands you a glass of champagne and says, your money will save you.
She's earned a global audience poking fun at the complexities and contradictions of the world we live in.
Yoga has changed my life. It's brilliant. Yoga is my new drug. My old drug was drugs.
What's more, she's the author of 3 books, host of a much-loved literary podcast, and a legend of the panel show.
As a child, I once secretly cashed my mum's family allowance and used the money to buy a cat.
Now, Sarah's back in Australia and ready to take the laughs right around the country.
Would you please welcome Sara Pascoe? Hello. Now, I'm supposed to ask you about your yoga, but I want to ask about your pants and your earrings. Can you stand up and show everyone at home what you're wearing?
Where I come from, pants is knickers.
It's not
How do you know that's not what she's asking?
I'm just checking before I showed her.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Your trousers,
Got some
jeans,
snazzy trousers.
and your earrings.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're sending a very strong message to everyone at home.
Yeah, this is just in case anyone's watching going, she looks a lot worse now than in her clips. I've had 2 children in 2 years in my 40s.
But showing off your pants, you also got to show off your yoga moves.
That's
so
it.
It's perfect.
I was like, what's this one called then?
Flexible.
Now, your show, you're out here touring your new show, and I'm fascinated by the description of the show. I'm going to read it here. This is it. Sara Pascoe is a comedian and her children don't sleep and her kitchen won't clean itself and her husband doesn't want to be in it. Now, that's a lot for 1 hour. Can you unpack it all?
Right, yeah. So my husband is also a performer. He's a very shy, private person. When we met, he started dating, he said, please don't put me in your comedy. I've tried so hard to respect that until recently, where I said I might get it off my chest, actually, a little bit on stage. That's essentially what I'm doing. The kitchen's still messy. I've just left it in London. And my children still don't sleep through, either of them. I've got a 3-year-old who still doesn't sleep through.
Well, I hope you left them in London as well. With him.
That would be illegal.
You know, you've said something I've never heard another comedian say, which is that having children made you better at stand-up.
It did, actually. I'll tell you for why. I used to have a thing when I went on stage and have a click and I would be in show business mode.
Right.
And I don't have that anymore. I sort of shuffle on as a sort of downtrodden. No, but actually what it means is I don't get this rush, but I also don't have a crash afterwards. I'm sort of in the same state now all the time, and I think I'm more present on stage and more myself.
So you just are stand-up.
Wow.
I am stand-up.
Yeah, wow.
That's right.
I know, but with jokes, it is funny.
You don't just stand there and say,
It's like,
laugh at
guys, this is who I am now. This is me.
And you've done, also, we've spoken about your TV catalogue, huge gigs, but a small gig that you did is one that I'm very interested in. Tell me about the time you did stand up at Hugh Grant's birthday.
Oh, gosh, yeah. So I know that sounds like an incredible name drop, doesn't it?
It is.
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
so I did ruined Hugh Grant's birthday party. It was a trick. Every year, his friends, he doesn't like his birthday. Lots of people don't like their birthday. His friends organise every year a party that he will not enjoy. With a different theme, and they wanted me to do half an hour of feminist comedy. When apparently he wasn't into feminism at the time, yes. And that's what I did for cash in an envelope.
Yeah.
At his birthday party, and he was the only person sitting down by himself on a chair. It is one of my weirdest gigs.
So he was the only person in the seat?
Yeah, so the rest, everyone else is just sort of standing around the dance floor. They've turned the music off. Like, I really have ruined a party. Yeah.
So how did it...
Yeah, what was the review?
Well, he did try very hard to look like he was enjoying it, but he's not a very good actor. So everyone can sort of tell, yeah.
Did any jokes land?
Oh, no, everyone else was laughing at how much he wasn't enjoying it. Right, okay, so it should have been much worse than it was. I got away with it, as they say.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Tough crowd.
That's a long half hour.
Yeah.
Oh, it was long,
That's an amazing story. Now, your husband, who you just mentioned before, Steen, a great Australian comedian.
Yes.
A lot of people would know him from The Office.
Yes.
The Australian version of it. If you don't know him, I think we've got a clip of him right here. This is him here. No.
Hi there, my name's Steen Wiskopoulos and I'm from Australia and I've got some shows coming up at the Soho Theatre, 6th till the 8th of March. 6:45 because my wife needs me home to take care with the kids.
I know that was promoting a London show, but that is very offensive to us Australians.
Oh, we call trousers pants.
Oh my God! Wow,
I'm a native speaker.
Do you have more Australian references in your show now because of Steen?
Not really, because you don't want to do any of the cliched things. And I think, Australia is a really vibrant, exciting place, and the stereotypes are a bit boring, aren't they? Don't you think?
They're kind of fun.
You really sold that like Hugh Grant. Tickets to see Sarah right across the country are on sale right now. All the information is on our website. Would you please thank Sara Pascoe?